We're out here in East Georgetown. This is 1602 Vine Street. It's got a one-car garage with a two-car carport. This is in Old Town Georgetown. So you may have some exterior building restrictions, but interior-wise you're going to be pretty good. The first thing I'm noticing looking at the house is you see that tilt on the roof. I don't know if that was because it was installed wrong. It's not the roof itself, but it's actually just the front porch. But that has definitely sunk at some point, so that's kind of new brought back up. May just be an issue of putting a wood block there to bring it up in height. Then coming in, we've got, you can kind of see on the foundation here, the siding is cracked, which is definitely an indication that you've got some foundation issues. It is pier and beam, so it's not going to be extraordinarily expensive to repair them, but there will be a cost there. There's no step here. It's actually just cinder blocks. So either just get rid of the cinder blocks or put in a step. Walking into the living room, you can see we've got these original 1960 hardwood floors, and then some idiot decided to put carpet over them. So more than likely when we pull that up, we're going to find that same hardwood floors, but they're going to need to be refinished because they got those tack boards in them now. Going into one of the two doorways into the kitchen and breakfast area, we've got this really cute Tiffany. Being that it's a dining room right now, it's great, but we kind of talked about moving some stuff around, and we'll get into that in a minute. But it's not huge, but more importantly is the kitchen is a tiny galley, and so this kind of comes into what I was just talking about. We'll need to do some improvements. More than likely you would want to knock out this hang and this counter and move it. What we had kind of talked about, and this isn't necessary, is moving the refrigerator from over here to over here, and God forbid, get rid of that wallpaper. And then moving this counter to over here, and moving this stove back to where that refrigerator is. And what that's going to do is give you a stove, counter space, sink, counter space, refrigerator, a little bit of open space here for your windows, and then counter space here for more work. And then turning around, knocking this wall out and giving us a more open space here rather than just having a lot of small segmented rooms, and putting kind of a dining space here where you've got that air conditioning duct. Possibly moving that Tiffany to over here to define the space. And then you've got a nice wide open kitchen with a true dining area and a living space as well. Moving down the hallway, and this is that other entryway here that goes to the front door, we've got our first bathroom. This would be your guest bathroom. It does have some really nice linens, built-ins, but again, get rid of the wallpaper on the shelves. And we had talked about possibly either getting rid of this air conditioner, which is our air handler rather, which is what I would recommend, but I don't know if it's economically feasible. And moving this door into that hallway so that you don't have door butting up against door, making this bathroom feel really small. If you've got that door in the hallway, it just flows. This bathroom surround has got to go. It's just cheap vinyl. Even if you put in another vinyl surround, that's fine, but what they put in here is just cheap. Getting rid of this, or at least making it look nicer. This looks old, which is fine to look vintage, but it doesn't look like it's in good condition. So maybe put some color on the wall to kind of bring that vintage look back. Update this, or just get rid of it and put new sheetrock over it, cap off the gas vent. Definitely want to get rid of this countertop. It completely dates the home, especially the shell that's embedded in there. Then we've got some it's a 4-bedroom house right now. I would recommend bringing it back to a 3-bedroom because this is one of your bedrooms, and I think it's technically supposed to be your master. And it's only about 11 foot by 11 foot. The reason I think it's your master is because you got 2 closet entries. And so, not huge closets. This is not a good master. If you were to knock out this right here and just make it one continuous door, we've got doors in another room that can be moved and repurposed to put a sliding door here, which will look a lot nicer. And then we've got another exit to the outside here. You may have seen at the very front house there was 2 doors into the house. Again, we're seeing more signs that the foundation has moved. This is not necessarily horrible. You may just be able to retape this because the sheetrock's not broken. It's just the tape's coming loose and it needs to be redone. One of the really nice things about this house is these are hardwood doors. These are not just cheap filler doors. In here, it's not something you can see very well, but this is raised, and I think this is originally the exterior of the house, which is why there's a plank right here. But I would just leave carpet in here. The only thing that needs to be done in this room is it needs to be retaped and painted. And this light fixture just needs to be changed out to a ceiling fan, one that actually mounts to the ceiling rather than the drop down, which is making the room feel smaller and darker. Then moving to what was definitely not part of the original house, we've got this very narrow door frame here. I'll let you laugh at me as I am in the door frame and hitting the frame. I have to turn sideways to walk down here. So then we've got the panels on the roof that used to fall on us in school. If you remember that, then you can laugh with me. But yeah, these are just glued up. They may have asbestos in them. Get rid of them. Just put fresh sheetrock up there. Get rid of this paneling. Put sheetrock on it. It's safer. It looks nicer, and it's more energy efficient. This is what I think they're actually using as the master bedroom because they've put in this, again, cheap shower. I mean, you can see it's cheap vinyl surround around the entire room. And then the doors I talked about earlier, repurposing to that other room up front, are here. They're actually really nice hardwood varnished sliding doors. That's what I would use in that front room. Once you put the sheetrock up here, put some paint on the walls, it'll look nice. The other idea is to take that room and this room, knock out that wall, and make a master bedroom. What that would do is give us about 20 feet by probably 15 feet for a master bedroom. We can extend this bathroom and give us a true master, and we can redesign where the closet goes, have a nicer closet. Now the really funny part about this house, it has no back door. This is actually the back door. The screen door is the back door. Get rid of the screen, put a door, everything's fixed. Or just get rid of the door and make it a hallway to the master bedroom. If you do that, this is gonna kind of be an awkward space. That being said, you can close in this wall and make a big closet here for your master bedroom. So we've got a nice deck out here. Again, the way that it's set up is not very functional, but it's usable. I would cut these posts out, put in one more 2x6, and then leave this banister here and just refinish it. Refinish this deck and make it look, you know, modern. Again, we come back to the air conditioning system. This unit's old. Even if you can just get new casing and keep the old compressor, it'll make a world of difference. This really dates the house. This is our entry into the garage, and there's no door again. Not sure what their hatred of doors is. But it's a one-car garage, but it's a lot of space in here. As you can see, they've got a freezer in here. Their utility room is in here, washer, dryer, and freezer. But you've got a lot of workspace in here. And it's on an automatic pull garage, so I mean, it's not entirely dated, but put some sheetrock in here, up here, so all your wires aren't exposed. Sheetrock's not expensive and it won't be hard to do. And then this is our entry back into that kitchen. Get rid of the screen door, but you know. And then let's take a look at the backyard. It's a good sized yard, but it's not fenced in. So just put cyclone fencing. If you look down that way and down that way, they've got cyclone fencing, so it's what the neighborhood has. Get rid of the, I guess what they were using as a hammock, but at one point was supposed to be a clothesline. And then you've got a shed here, which I've locked, but it's in good condition. It's a good shed. And then around the bushes here and heading towards the property line, we've got, I guess, what's supposed to be your RV space, your boat space, but right now it's just your please God don't fall on me, you big piece of metal thing. I think you could definitely come in and make a little bit lower offer than what they're asking, and turn this place around and really make some good money, or at least rent it out and make some money. The landscaping just needs to be trimmed back, put some color in it, but it's in good condition. So seeing this much green grass on an unsprinklered lawn in Georgetown is a good sign. That means that, you know, you've got good fertile ground here. Most areas in Central Texas, if you don't water them, they're dead. So this is a good sign. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks a lot.